It's thinking. Hi everyone, it's Mike and Enrica here.
Hi.
We are here for our 10-minute chat for TPT Seller tips for beginners. So if you're watching us live, hey, awesome, welcome aboard. If you're watching the replay, hey, awesome, welcome aboard. And this is just where Enrica and I chat about things, questions that sort of come up in the comments or things that we're working on in our store. Enrica, do you want to chat about what we're talking about today?
Oh, yeah, we were chatting about long tails versus short tails because last week asked a question about it was class of excellence, and he or she, I don't know, asked the question because I said that my product order of operation is on page 1 and they weren't able to find it, but the reason is that if you want to see my product, you have to type order of operation activity.
Mm-hmm.
I decided to add the word activity in something that is really common, like order of operation. But if Micah, if you can do like my secretary
Yeah.
and look on TPT for order of operation and
All right. So
see how many answer you get. If
order.
you're especially operations.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's it.
I am going
Yeah.
to point out because we have to keep this geared towards beginners, and so sometimes if I search up order of operations, TPT will tell me the relative order of
Oh,
how
yeah.
popular these keywords are. So Enrica, before I actually go to activity, why did you choose activity versus worksheet?
Oh, because my product is an escape room, a digital one.
Mm,
So I felt like worksheet wasn't the best fit for what I had to offer. And once I saw that if I only put order of operation to
yeah.
my product as a new seller with no reviews, with no sales, nobody would ever find it because, you don't scroll till page 57 to
41,000.
find something. You
Okay.
just look through the first pages.
Yeah.
And I
41.
decided to narrow down the chance to be found.
Yep.
And I added the word activity. There are 27,000 results.
Okay.
So
Already that's
it's
cutting it in half.
less than than what it was. It's true that less people look for order of operation activity,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also true that if you are new, you want people to find you. So it's better to have less people looking for it, but more people finding you.
Okay.
That's why I added the word activity, and it worked. Now
So
I
I'm
am
gonna.
on page 3 if you look only for order of operation and page 1 for order of operation activity,
Okay.
meaning
Let's
that
just.
my product is found.
So you're saying. So I'm just gonna go Control F, and then I'm gonna type the store name, Matt to Matt's. You're not on the first page. All right. So let's go
Mhm.
to the second page. And then I have to type. The search won't remember. Oh, you're on the Matt.
I'm on second
No,
page now. I think it's
you're
third page.
Matt to Matt. No, you're on the second page. This is page
Oh,
2.
wow, that's
Yeah.
because I scrolled some stuff
24,
lately
23,
and
22,
probably
21. Okay. I
arrived.
can I share with you, Enrica, a theory that I have that will
Yeah.
help TPT beginners and TPT pros. And I made a video and I talked about it in the Zoom Homework Club with Andrea and Kim. I just haven't published this video yet, but I have a theory based on science that so I was tracking my TPT store, like my Chat GPT resource, and I had a situation where if I go to Teachers Pay Teachers, and I haven't done this in forever, so if I type my keyword was Chat GPT, and Chat GPT and Chat space GPT are two separate keywords. Chat single GPT doesn't even show up anymore. That's fascinating. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. So I've chatted with that person. They're lovely. So I have this critical thinking resource, and then I have down here, wow, I don't even, this bundle. So this bundle has sold way more money and made more money than my 6C's critical thinking one. And for the longest time, the bundle was at the top and the critical thinking was below. And then one time it flipped. And so when it flipped, because we know they're the page views and product previews and whatnot, I made a formula and I tested out some things. And I'm not going to dive deep into this because there's a video coming out. But I discovered that product previews were 34 times more likely to have a boost in your rank on TPT than page views or even earnings. So
Oh,
my question for you is, if I think about this, if you go to order
yeah.
of operations, has it gotten more page views recently? Like, do you download your product stats? Like, would you be able to say like, oh,
No, I don't. So I don't know. But what I do know, and this might be, something to discuss in another 10 minutes chat. Last July, I took part in an hashtag sale, and I sold like 300 product,
yeah,
300 order of operations in 2 days, and I think that was a real boost for my resource. So it was seen because I decided to promote it on TPT,
right.
and I paid for the promotion. I was able to get a spot, and then I took down to $1 for 2 days, and it really sold like hotcake. And I think that helped a lot with views. And then I had a lot of reviews after that, and that's
Mhm. Okay.
everything counts.
When I agree everything counts, but I think product previews count more than others. So Enrica, when I publish this video, I would be curious to see um, whether this formula I have here holds up for your product.
Oh yeah, I will
But that'll
start
come.
tracking down my views and my data daily.
We're running out of time, and what I just wanted to show the audience really quickly. So I googled short tail versus long tail, and basically the difference between a short tail and a long tail keyword. The more keywords, the more words there are in the keyword, like 3 or 4 words, that's the long tail. Like 5 or 6 words is a very long tail. So for example, order of operations. If I scroll up here to the top, if I type order of operations, that's a shorter keyword than order of operations worksheet or activity. And then this is just quickly, it's saying like, hey, there's more volume, more people are searching for order of operations, but there's less competition in the
Yeah,
shorter keyword. So I guess my question would be, if we were to end, Enrica, with a tip for a new seller, something about long tail and short tail keywords, what advice would you give to a
I
new seller?
I would give the advice to use long tail
But
because you need to be found.
and I agree with you, because if you get like order of operations is still here in terms of order of operations activity,
Yeah.
but how do you figure out what's a good long tail keyword?
Oh, I search in the TPT search bar. I
Okay,
start searching something and related to what I want to do. In this case, was order of operations, and
right,
then I saw what the suggestions are, and then I decide what is the best fit for my product. In this case, it was a digital escape room, so worksheet wasn't a fit. It didn't sound right to me, and this
right,
is why I choose activity,
yeah,
and that's it.
and you're right. Like order of
And then I
operations
added,
escape
I
room,
also added escape room because this is something that people sometimes search, and I decided that it was right. So you can, I think in the title, I tried to use the first words as like a short tail, then I add stuff that
mhm,
are relevant to my product.
right,
So if you want to narrow down your search, and you're looking for something specific, you will be able to find my resource.
Right, because you have digital resource escape room.
Yeah,
And just for completeness, because we're running out of time here, there's a
yeah,
difference between short-term keywords and long-term keywords in Google search, like in organic search, because the idea is basically Google's a popularity contest. So the more links you have to your website, the more popular you are. So if you
mhm,
rank for order of operations activity and you target that, and you start to get links to it, eventually the more links that you get to it, you'll start to rank higher for the short trail keyword order of operations. But I don't think that mechanism applies in TPT. This is on the TPT side. I think it's purely, we're looking at something here that has lower competition,
yeah. I
and the
think
people are
that's
more
the,
intentional about
it's
buying it.
simply as that.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Okay, so we are out of time. If you have any comments, leave a comment below or question, something that you've always wanted to know, and maybe Enrica and I will tap into it next time. Any last messages for the crowd, Enrica?
No, just have a wonderful week. We will see you next Thursday,
We
Tuesday.
will see you next Tuesday. I am going to make one small plug, and that's Enrica and I are thinking about upping our game on the SEOTpreneur Pro Network. So if you go to SEOTpreneur.com and you click on, if you click on Go Pro, you can find out. Hello, Internet. I don't love you, Mike. I love you, Mike. Here we go. You can find out what's in here, and what's kind of cool about it
Oh,
is
yes.
we're in here, but we do. I do a weekly homework club on Saturday, and so it's hard for me to put out fresh content on YouTube all the time. We're experimenting with this live stream thing here, but on the SEOTpreneur side, there's now like 20 some episodes where like we're talking about some pretty good stuff, and it's not just ideas coming from me, but we're just bouncing around ideas, other people, what they're doing in their store. And usually I walk away learning something from the other people there. So if you
Yeah.
like what Enrica and I are chatting about, you should hop in the forums. Enrica is going to start doing challenges in the discussion forums. She doesn't know that yet,
Yes.
but she gave me that
And
idea.
since, yeah, I will. I'm so excited about it. And since my vacations are almost done, next week I will be back home. I will start joining Saturday's homework club,
Yeah,
and I'm really excited about
we
it.
work when we can, right?
So,
So you hop on the
yeah,
video when you can. If you can't, you just join in the chat. But if you've been watching us for a while, you should start your free trial. You get 7 days, you get to pop in and then just chat with us. And then if it's something that you think might fit your TPT style, hang out for a month, hang out for 2 months, hang out till we're all financially free. And I
yeah.
guess we'll see
No.
what happens. All right. See you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Bye. Ciao.
Bye bye now. Ciao. And broadcast and